7 News Detroit this morning at 6 starts right now.
From internet searches to Zion Foster's final text messages, the new evidence revealed in the trial of Jalen Brazier.
Also caught in the act, new body cam footage showing the police raid that put 3 suspected predators behind bars. How the operation unfolded and what got the suspects to reveal themselves to police.
Plus, we're starting off with scattered showers today. We're tracking the rain out there this morning and the noticeable drop in temperatures.
Good morning, all you early risers out there. Time now is 6 o'clock on the dot here on the 14th day of May. I'm Alicia Smith.
And I'm Keenan Smith. We do have a lot to get to this morning, including some big changes in the world of weather. Yesterday, glorious. It felt like summer. It was sunny and it was warm. And now we're talking changes. So you can kind of guess where this is headed.
That's right. Let's check in with 7 First Alert meteorologist Mike Taylor with the deets for us. How big a temperature drop are we talking about today?
Hey, for some of us, we're talking about nearly 20 degrees. I mean, we had a high temp of 82 degrees just yesterday for a few locations, but now I think we'll struggle just to hit 70 in some spots, and we'll see highs in the 60s in areas like Port Huron. Detroit is still dry, but we're still tracking the showers. If we zoom out and give you a regional perspective, west of US 23, you see some of the rain trying to approach areas like Ann Arbor as well as Howell and also near Flint. And then zooming out even more so, you'll see the lay of the land here. We still have the area of low pressure to our south. The good news is that we'll have some dry air pushing in. That's going to help us eat away at some of this rainfall and also the cloud cover. So make sure you take the umbrella with you. From time to time, yes, you'll need it. It's not going to be a washout today. We'll get some peaks of sun. Temps will climb near 70 degrees around the city of Detroit, but some areas could get stuck in the 60s.
Taking a look at the morning drive, one of our construction zones is a slow go so far this morning. So in the southbound lanes of I-275, we're down to 1 lane in this area. So in between 6 Mile to I-94, we're only moving 28 miles an hour, and it just so happens to be a 28-minute drive. So be prepared, give yourself plenty of time in that spot. Another one of our construction zones, though, looking good this morning, westbound 696 from Telegraph to 275. That's a 7-minute drive. So really just that 275 portion that I want you to watch out for. We do have a crash out there this morning in the westbound lanes of I-94 at Connor, but it's off to the shoulder, so it's really not slowing you down too much.
All right, thank you so much, Allie. Well, jurors head into day 6 of testimony this morning with new insight into the disappearance of East Point teen Zion Foster.
It's been nearly 2.5 years since she was last seen, but the pursuit of justice won't stop until her case is closed.
Well, Jalen Brazier is facing charges of second-degree murder, even though he says he did not kill Zion. Her body has never been found.
And 7 News Detroit reporter Peter Maxwell is joining us live in downtown Detroit this morning to break down some stunning new evidence in court. Peter?
Stunning indeed. Now, yesterday during court, the body cam video of Jalen Brazier's final arrest was shown to the courtroom. That happened on June 13th, 2023, nearly 11 months ago. And then yesterday, the cell phone evidence from both of his cell phones did come out. One of them showed that he was paranoid that he was being watched by police, and the other one said that he wanted to do harm to himself.
Newly released body cam video of the final arrest of Jalen Brazier in southwest Detroit.
I'm going to detain you real quick while I verify your identity, your license and all that.
Yeah, man, drive on your license, man, you know? Yeah, I got it.
His arrest for the murder of Zion Foster happening exactly 11 months ago in June of 2023. And during the arrest, officers took into evidence 2 cell phones. Prosecution also calling Sergeant Shannon Jones back to the stand. She testified about leading the search of the landfill in Lenox Township, detailing the complications of the search.
Every day that we lost was weeks of trash that we had to search through.
Sergeant Jones saying the search was difficult, with 15 days passing from the point of Foster's disappearance and Brazier telling investigators Foster's body was placed in a Highland Park dumpster. Jones says her team of investigators tracked the garbage truck movements so they could zero in on where they thought Foster's body might be.
We were going to go out there and we were definitely going to try to be able to make it to where the family could bring her home.
The last person of the day to testify in day 6 was DPD Detective Sarah Markle. She extracted cell phone data and examined internet search history off of Brazier's cell phones, with several indications pointing to paranoia and ways to harm himself in January of 2022, just after Foster's disappearance.
How would you tell if you're being watched by police? Can putting a toaster in the bath kill you?
Now, the cell phone evidence technician is going to be back up on the stand today, and in total, during day 5, 7 people testified in that trial. We'll continue to monitor this and bring you the latest developments in this case. Reporting outside of the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice, I'm Peter Maxwell, 7 News Detroit this morning.
A lot of difficult evidence to hear again. Day 6 of testimony begins today. Peter, thank you.
Well, tensions are rising over a 3-week-old encampment at the University of Michigan. The university has asked pro-Palestinian demonstrators at that encampment on the Diag to leave. But the protesters are digging in their heels despite knowing that police could come at any time. Students are hoping university leaders will have a conversation with them before that happens.
We've had some admin people from the university coming out in the morning and talking to our police liaisons, and we've kind of felt that increasing over the last few days and making it clear that they're making it clear that we're not supposed to be here. So I think it would actually show a lot if they choose to bring the police in instead of actually just talk to their own students.
Well, the protesters say they'll continue to occupy the Diag until their voices and demands are heard. So far, there have only been 2 arrests related to the protests at the University of Michigan.
A sting operation in Metro Detroit landed 3 suspected child predators behind bars.
What's going on? Security arrest. For what?
Yeah, well done.
On the ground!
7 News Detroit is the first to show you the arrest caught on body cam video. Taylor Police and Homeland Security teams teamed up for the 4-day operation last month. The 3 suspects range in age from 24 to 44. They're from Inkster, Brighton, and Romulus. That bust began with federal agents posing as children online.
People would talk to them online saying that they wanted to meet for the purposes of exploiting that child.
You guys were able to take 3 predators down. That has to be a great feeling.
I mean, it's a good feeling, but it's also kind of terrifying to know what kind of people are living in your neighborhoods.
Yeah, the suspects are charged with child sexually abusive activity and accosting children for immoral purposes.
Well, Detroit police are looking for a suspect they say robbed a bank with a note that simply read, "Bank robbery." The suspect gave the note to the teller, according to investigators. The robber then went to another teller showing her the same note. He received money from both tellers. Then he took off. This all happened last Thursday at a bank on Michigan Avenue at Central Street. If you recognize the suspect there on your screen, you're asked to call police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK UP.
We have an update this morning about that pilot who miraculously survived a plane crash in Novi. That pilot's recovering with a broken knee and some other broken bones. A family member of the pilot shared the update with 7 News Detroit on Monday. The single-engine antique military plane crashed just before 7 o'clock on Sunday night there on 8 Mile, just west of I-275. According to the FAA, that plane experienced engine issues and made a forced landing.